It's the first day of spring. That means warmer temperatures and blooming flowers as well as summer are on the way. But that's not quite the case in every part of the country. Nova Scotia, New Brunswick and Prince Edward Island are getting ready for a spring storm with snow, ice pellets and freezing rain on the way, while parts of Nunavut are digging out after a 3-day blizzard. We asked you to send us some of your best spring snaps, and you delivered. Here's what the start of spring looks like in different parts of Canada. Nunavut, the capital city of Iqaluit, is recovering after a nasty 50-hour blizzard that broke a water main and produced wind chill temperatures of -45°C. Several cars were left in ditches and some front doors and cars were completely snowed in. Yes, there is a car buried under there. It belongs to Annie Saluvinik-Mullen, CBC. On the first day of spring, let us relive the tail end of the 3-day blizzard, and pray, never again. Hashtag Iqaluitpic. Twitter, com, DCCTNJNHJV, at NickMurray91. The forecast for Iqaluit on the first day of spring: a little bit more snow and a high of 17°C. At CBCNews.com, after the storm, we had a 3-day blizzard that ended yesterday evening. Hashtag Spring Equinox Pic. Twitter, com, Bagwex01, at Gecko Spots, British Columbia. It's another beautiful day out on the west coast, with temperatures going above zero across most of the province. There were sunny skies in Kamloops. At CBC News, spring in beautiful Kamloops. Pic. Twitter, com, 0YWOBAFAB, at Jessica_DeWolf in Lower Kootenay. The thaw continues. Resident Catherine Riches told CBC News that the snow is mostly gone and everything is brown. Meanwhile, cherry blossoms and flowers have started blooming in Vancouver, where these photos were taken earlier this week. Having a ball with the Bubble Man at Sunset Beach in Vancouver. Wayne Gilmartin. Daphne flowers bloom while a person runs along the False Creek seawall in Vancouver. Stephen Godfrey. The prairies. There's a range of temperatures across Alberta, Saskatchewan and Manitoba, from double digits in Calgary to below zero in the northern parts of the provinces. Much of the snow on the ground is melting. In Winnipeg, the weather is mild and bang-on seasonal. It's a mild start to spring in Winnipeg, with a high of 1°C and no wind. Ryan Scheel, CBC. It may be the first day of spring, but there's still glimpses of winter in different parts of Alberta and Saskatchewan. At CBC News SSS Saskatchewan. Hashtag first day off spring. Hashtag spring equinox. Hashtag oh well pic. Twitter, com, YKGV5YPNE9, at Phaedra. A mound bluebird rests on barbed wire near Provost, Alta. Recently. Photo courtesy of Peter Ludman, Ontario. It was a relatively mild winter in the province that felt more like spring. The Moyer family in Nepean, ONT, celebrated the start of the new season by skating in their backyard, the vast majority of which they turned into a rink. It's still frozen solid. The Moyer family's giant backyard skating rink is still going strong on the first day of spring. Emily Ridlington, CBC, Prince Edward Island. This pooch from the south shore of PEI is all bundled up and prepped for the spring storm on the way out east. Environment Canada says the low-pressure system moving up the U.S. eastern seaboard Sunday will cross the Maritimes on Monday as it heads toward Newfoundland. At CBC News, hashtag Radiant Pic. Twitter, com, Agilfa95K, at Yomige, Newfoundland and Labrador. It's still very much winter in parts of Newfoundland.